Okay. Looks like we have everything going good. Alright. Pretty wonderful day outside. Just gonna wait for a few people here. But other than that, I'm looking forward to this. Had a great night last night. And our first guest is Chris Clark. Oh yeah, by the way, Chris, I don't know if you know this, but you did compete on Wrestling Mama's show. So if you haven't seen this, I hope not, Joshua. But also welcome Brandon Cuevas and Mark Caliber. But yeah, Chris, you had a match on Wrestling Mama's show, so you can watch the replay probably after this show. Also, great to see you, Mark Caliber. And we're going to be taking a special trip back in time to Canada. To the days of, well, the last couple of days or the last few years of the old Montreal Forum in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So you're going to see a lot of the superstars of 1990 all the way to 2009, because that's the era that we are highlighting in this case. And you will see one particular wrestler from not Montreal, but rather from Quebec in a match. Then, of course, we will have our usual bonus matches, and we have quite a bit of bonus matches. So before we get to those, let's get to our show. So I hope you guys enjoy. Get a snack, get whatever you need to do, or do whatever you need to do, excuse me. And let's start the show. Have fun. So yeah, the lights will be going on brightly tonight, or today, or whatever the time of the day that you're watching this, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay. But yeah, how's everything going with the four of you guys and maybe whoever else is watching this? Hope everything is going all well. But yeah, Chris, you had a match on Wrestling Mama's channel. And hello, Gunshot and Super Beast and Sebastian Nicolas Barrera. I can't even pronounce the last name, but also hello from Chile. Nice to meet you. As we are now in. Oh, you did see it. Okay. I mean, Chris. People got to see everything, man. Well, anyway, there's Montreal, Canada. We'll explain more a little bit later, but yes, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, home of the old Forum. Even though the graphics didn't really match there, but oh well. All right, our first match is a Rumble match for the Television Championship. So let's get to it. And the participants are Animal from the Legion of Doom, Austin Aries, who of course was a very young guy at the time, as was Bobby Roode, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Dolph Ziggler, the Champion Earthquake, Hulk Hogan, the man who smokes weed every day, Snoop Dogg, and our good friend Retro Rick back when he was just a very young man. So those are the participants. But yeah, I'm happy that you guys are doing pretty well for the most part. I'd like to hope that that's the case. Also, I may as well mention this while I have a chance, and that is we're getting very close to our last 3 Super Shows, and all of them are WrestleManias. And I noticed that the number of legends that are not coming back for the next game. Oh, and hello there, Lucas and Jose Blanco. Also great to see you guys. But yeah, being that they are taking out a number of legends from this game going into the next, that kind of just spoiled any plan of continuing where I was going, and gonna focus more on the current superstars of the day, as well as more of the usual suspects, like your Chance Nightwalkers or your Cassie Madam Reds, more people like that, and a couple of people that are exclusive to this channel, really. But of course, it's going to be more gradual, so it's not going to happen overnight. But I just wanted to put that out there. Aside from all that, I'm happy that you guys are here. So if you have any questions for me, you're more than welcome to ask. All right, let's find out who our first competitor is, and that is... Or who's this? Wait, you're Melissa's cousin? What are you doing playing with her tablet? That's not yours. But anyway, what is the I'm not sure, Lucas. I really am not. Also, hello to Sports Lounge Studios. Fresh off a pay-per-view they were doing, or a super show, as I've called them here, called The Danger Zone. They did it last night, so if you're interested in what they do, check that out. And so basically you're Melissa's cousin. Wow. I don't know what Melissa's going to think if she finds out that you're using her tablet. But otherwise, hello. And the other person, so we have Hulk Hogan, who was the first person, and now our second person is our very good friend, Rick XTN, also known as Retro Rick. And for him, he wants us to feel the bang! Big fan of Diamond Dallas Page. But, like I said, welcome to the show, Melissa's cousin. Nice to meet you. But yeah, I'm not sure what the next DLC is, Lucas, but who knows? I could be wrong. But we'll see. Ooh, super hip toss onto Rick by the Hulkster. Oh, Paulina. Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Paulina. You are small on Mama's show. Yeah, it's basically just, you from this show, except, you're wearing swim shorts, I guess you could say. I don't know. A Rising Star and Titans pack. I'm not sure. Anyway, up next is Dude Love. But yes, welcome to the show, Paulina. And who knows, hopefully we'll get to see you more in the days to come. So far, no one has been eliminated. Who's up next? Austin Aries. No, Dude Love, this is not 2K19. This is 2K18, dude. So we have Austin Aries. So yeah, Dude Love is in this game, yes, but not in 2K19, from what I understand, sadly. Oh, Melissa's back. Oh, well, no, it's fine. Yeah, because I knew something was off. I mean, I had a feeling that it wasn't really you, because you're a lot more outgoing. Yeah, Chris was in the last pay-per-view, if you didn't know, but yeah, Paulina was nice, though. Yeah, she was. In the ring coming in already is Animal. And Dude Love swatted away. And up next is Snoop Dogg. Evil girl. So now you have Snoop Dogg in there. Going right after Austin Aries. No one has been eliminated yet. So yeah, among the people you can check out Melissa, Lucas Gamer, and Sports Lounge Studios. Well, out goes Animal, eliminated by Rick, Retro Rick. Coming in as the champion, Earthquake, the television champion. Yeah, it's a Royal Rumble. Well, if I wanted Santa Claus, I would just get Meatball, if you know who I mean. But yeah, it's a Royal Rumble. And wait, who got eliminated? I didn't see who. Oh, Snoop Dogg got eliminated. And Alejandro. So far, Hulk Hogan and Rick XDN, or Retro Rick, have been in since the start. I see, CC, truth known. Yeah, she was, or not she, excuse me, CC was at the hospital for his aunt, but you know, that's, you know, but I mean, those are things you can't control, really, no matter what you do. But we wish nothing but the best for Chris Clark and his aunt. So that's all I will say. Up next is Bobby Roode, but out goes Dude Love. Hulk Hogan just cleaning house. Also, do check out Melissa if I haven't mentioned that already. Oh, dropkick onto Rick by, now the two big men. And these two men have a huge history with one another. Have the Hulkster and Earthquake. Thank you, Tuju. And last but not least, the lucky man, Cactus Jack. And Hogan just got busted open by Rick. I don't know. It usually is cold in the morning most of the time. And Aries in a bit of trouble. And out goes Aries at the hands of one of his rivals from Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, Bobby Roode. Instead of saying you, I say chew. Yeah, I knew what you meant to say. Because you're cool like that. Alright, so now we have the final participants. We have Earthquake, Cactus Jack, Dolph Ziggler, Hulk Hogan, Bobby Roode, and Rick XDN, Retro Rick. So we have 6 contestants left. Ooh, nice enziguri onto Bobby Roode. Also have a new game to share with you, but that will be a little bit down the line. Okay. Oh, back elbow onto Rick. And Ziggler going to try to eliminate Roode. And of course, those two had a brief feud with one another. And Hogan is a bloody mess. It's not the first time he's ever been busted open like that. And, well, out goes the champion, Earthquake. And out goes Dolph Ziggler. And hello, Feck. We have a big match for you, my friend. And out goes Cactus Jack. He's gone. So now we're down to Bobby Roode and the two men that started the match. Rick and Hogan. Brother Feck. And Bobby, of course, had entered midway into the match. So he's got a good chance of winning. He just has to concentrate at this point. Oh, and a huge right hand onto Rude. And in fact, Rick goes right after Rude. And eliminates him. He's gone. So the last two men are the first two men that started the whole thing. And the Diamond Cutter, or the Retro Cutter, excuse me, onto Hulk Hogan. Oh, but he knows he's not done with him yet. Oh, and a missed body splash, though. And now, wait a minute. Oh, the super leg drop. But Hogan is a bloody mess. He'll have to pick him up and throw him out. He picks him up. Is he going to throw him out, though? I mean, he's got him in trouble. And he throws him out, and Hulk Hogan is the television champion. Oh, my God. So Hogan went through the entire match from start to finish to win. Doesn't surprise me, though. And hello, Insane One. But what a match this turned out to be. There you see Hogan picking up Retro Rick. And when it was all said and done, pizza is good. Gotta. Well, we are doing, we'll have bonus matches at the end. This is just the first match that just ended. But a new champion nonetheless, Hulk Hogan. So much oof. Well, up next is probably one of the biggest wrestlers to come out of Quebec. Quebec City, Quebec, and that is Rick Martel, the model, in a rematch against Mr. Perfect. You may remember that Perfect did beat Martel, and it looked like he was going to hurt Martel, but Hogan, who just won the match, had saved him. Well, Hogan is a bit preoccupied, being that he's getting treated with those cuts. So for this match, it's revenge on the part of Martel wanting to get some of Mr. Perfect. Well, let's see what happens right now. So we're back to the old Montreal Forum. And there you see him, the model, Rick, the model Martel. I mean, he's got sunglasses. Oh yeah, well thanks a lot, Insane One, for ruining the surprise. But yes, I do have Fire Pro. I'm still trying to get the wrestlers that I do have here retrofitted into Fire Pro because, well, you know, graphically speaking, it's a little different. I mean, you'll see what it is when we get to it. And Whisperfire's eating bacon. Why do you want to eat bacon? I like bacon, though, don't get me wrong, but I never would have thought Whisperfire likes bacon. And of course, there's Mr. Perfect. A man who claims that he does everything perfectly. I mean, speaking of breakfast foods, I did have Black Bear Diner. I have one more or less down the street from where I live. It's not a relatively short drive from it. So I really love the breakfast foods they have there. I don't know if any of you have a Black Bear Diner. I mean, of course, in other countries, I would have to think that, you know, every country has its, you know, different tastes, different restaurants. So you guys can tell me what your favorite restaurant is. If you guys want. But here we go. Martel. And perfect. Here we go. A float over neckbreaker to start the match. Oh, and a kick right to the head. Then stomping on the legs. And again. I mean, Perfect is looking to put away this match here. Fasta Pasta. IHOP. And the Perfect Plex already. And he's... Don't tell me this is it. 1, 2. No, kick out. I guess Mr. Perfect was a little too busy showing off that he didn't get the 3 count there. That's okay. Insane one. Also, welcome back, Chris Clark. And now Rick Martel turns it over, and now he has the advantage, going for that shoulder claw. I mean, you take out his arms, you take out his ability to do that perfect plex. Sheik, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Y2J, Chris Jericho, Godfather, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you like going to Hooters. Well, I don't know. I noticed there's a lot of places like Hooters that are going out, and a lot of it has to do with whether it has to do with the treatment of women or the fact that people just don't go out to restaurants like that, or TGI Fridays, among others. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hooters is a good place to eat, but I personally didn't really care for Hooters all that much, but I'm pretty sure it was big back in its heyday. Well, I mean, he was in the chat earlier, but I guess he's probably watching it or he's doing something else. I'm not sure. Back to this match. Nice hip toss onto Perfect. Now going up to the top rope. And... what? Wow. Just absolute fail on the part of Rick Martel. Good looking guy, but just... come on, man. Exactly, Melissa. Now choking out Martel. Triple H, HBK. Oh, yeah, there's Brandon right there. And you saw Ric Flair when he was on his way out. But there you see two of the best from the late 80s and the early 90s. And wait a second, what's Rick doing? Oh, trying to stretch the legs out, trying to set up for that Quebec crab. And Chris still wants a piece of me. I mean, I've already kicked your butt before, and you've kicked my butt. But if you want a rubber match, I can't even talk. If you want a rubber match, Chris, I'll give you one. But I'm not going to make it easy on you, my friend. There's a couple of other matches, including other people. And a neck snap done by the one and only Mr. Perfect. And Perfect... wait a minute, I thought Chris was part of your team. 1, 2, 3! And the Perfect Plex puts him away again. Now, Rick Martel, of course, had a much better showing than he did the last time that he fought Perfect. But it still was not enough. I mean, Martel had a good amount of offense, but not quite enough to put him away. There you saw that second Perfect Plex. Gets all of it, gets the 3 count, and it's over. Welcome back, Lucas. Oh yeah, I loved old classic World Wrestling Federation and World Championship Wrestling. All those guys, those were awesome. Well, we'll have to figure all that out. We still have 3 matches left to go before we get to our bonus matches. But there you see Mr. Perfect. Oh yeah, Harlem Heat was awesome. Well, up next is Vader against Dude Love. 1996, wow. Wow, now everybody wants a match with Feck. I'll have to think of something. But in the meantime, we have Dude Love, who was in that Rumble match, now going up against Vader. And we'll see how Vader and Dude Love are going to do something here. But Lucas says it's Vader time. Mega Man 11 comes out Tuesday. Wow. Oh. Those are some good matches. Chris, I forgot you're in my team. My bad. Yeah, exactly. All right, well let's get on to these matches though. And there you see him. Not to be confused with Darth Vader, but the man they call Vader. And hello, Bro Gamer. Oh my god, the fireworks come out. Okay, awesome. Oh my god, the steam is coming out of that mask though. Just gonna put that down. Just showing how strong he is. Alright. I'm goody, Brandon. Let's team up to take on Feck and West. Of course, I have a couple of other matches that I want you guys to consider. But up next is Dude Love. We saw him in that Rumble match, but he didn't last very long, so he didn't really get hurt all that much. So basically, as you can see, Dude Love's gimmick is that of a hippie. You know what? I wish I had Darth Vader, but I don't, surprisingly. In fact, because of the man they call Vader, I used to have Darth Vader, but when Vader the wrestler came into the game, like, I couldn't have 2 Vaders, because then that would confuse, you know, because I could easily confuse one for the other, really. Yeah, we have a couple of matches to get to, and I'll explain more about the matches, the bonus matches, when we get to that. And also, hello, Shock Sohail. I can't even pronounce that, but welcome to the show, though. On a headbutt right to Dude Love. Former World Wrestling Federation champion himself is Dude Love, as is Vader. Two former champions. And thrown over is Vader. Oh, but Vader just shoved him away. Ah. What a series of clubbing blows onto Dude Love. I'm getting a couple of messages. Let me see. What is this? Oh, okay. Just looking at my phone to see what messages I got. Also, hello, Shalk. Again, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so forgive me. Now, both men are outside. Oh, the neck breaker! Onto the floor on the Vader. Now the count is up to 5. If they don't get back by the count of 10, then one of these two guys, if not both of them, could get counted out. Oh, rammed into the steps. If you're new, hit that sub button and turn on the bell for notifications. Oh, the stop right to the gut. That's an interesting match. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, both men got back by the count of 10. But then thrown over the top and sent onto the outside again. These guys like to fight outside. And sent into the steps again. Dolph is retiring. Then sent onto the floor is Vader. But then sent right back into the ring. Yeah, or he could just, go and wrestle elsewhere. Is Ziggler. Nice suplex onto Dude Love. He is a 2-time world champion, or 3-time actually. Multiple Intercontinental champion, multiple United States champion, tag team champion. So, anything he could have accomplished outside of winning a Royal Rumble or King of the Ring or any other accomplishment that there was and is to get, he's practically done it all. Dolph sucks. Well, it's not so much he sucks, it's just the booking sucks for him. And, oh, nice back body drop onto Dude Love. And now, wait a minute, Vader, what's he doing? Uh-oh. Vader salt right on top of Dude Love, but he's not done with him yet. Gonna set up for the Vader bomb. Nope. Nice counter by Dude Love. Is he gonna get him with this one? One. Dean Ambrose. I'm not sure about him. But a headbutt right to Vader, then a kick to the back. And now Vader is in a bit of trouble here. Oh, now goes for, he calls this the love handle. The love handle on the Vader. That didn't get him to submit, but 1, 2, no. All I can say is oof. Exactly, Melissa. Then an elbow drop on the Vader. then whipped into the corner. And Vader, oh my god, look at the strength of Dude Love picking him up with a super side slam. Or it could be Brandon. I always get those names confused, though. Well, Insane One, just because they say it doesn't necessarily mean that will happen. If it happens, okay, cool, but if it doesn't, then you were lied to. For me, I just take whatever people say with a grain of salt or at face value, really. Anyway, back to the match, though. Vader just trying to wrench the neck of Dude Love. Oh, but the dude fighting back. On, whipped onto the top rope in 1, 2, no. Ooh, nice pose with those muscles. You know what? I just thought of an idea of what to do for next season. Anyway. Wants to smell the plants, are you serious? And a DDT onto Vader, and that busted him open. Vader is in deep trouble against a former World Wrestling Federation champion, and... Wait a minute, what's Dude Love? What? A Vader bomb? Onto... Vader 1, 2. Oh, almost beat him with it. Wow. Oh yeah, there's Chris Clark, and then there's Chris Valero. So yeah, there's another Chris. Great to see you. And P1 Ryan, great to see you as well. Oh my god. It's like Lucas Gamer and his friends are doing a raid. Awesome. Well, it's great to see you nonetheless, P1 Ryan. His tag partner and his... also, yeah, you know, Lucas does have his own show. I just would like to hear him speak, but that's just up to him, really. Choke slam on to Dude Love. Not that it's a requirement, by the way, just so you know. And Pinto. And now Vader, nope, back body drop. Wow, I'll tell you one thing, these two are putting on a great match. I wasn't expecting a great match out of this. I was expecting maybe Vader to destroy Dude Love, but instead, Love is the one that's beating up Vader. A jawbreaker to Vader, and look at the blood! It's all over his face and his chest. And it's still not enough to put him away. And Vader, well, too busy taunting the fans. 1, 2. Ooh, almost had him, though. Wait, what? Oh, you meant to say thank... Oh, okay. You must have mistyped it. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Well, thank you for subscribing, Ryan. Of course, if you guys want to check out what Lucas Gamer is doing, by all means, and some of his friends as well. And another love handle. Now this time pulling him away from the ropes. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. Dude Love gets the win. So there you have it. Dude Love getting the victory, and Vader a bloody mess and everything. And then you see Stone Cold Steve Austin just taunting Vader, especially after the loss that he had and all the blood he's lost as well. We'll have to see how that feud turns out. But nonetheless, it's time. But a big win for Dude Love nonetheless. Yeah, Dude Love did a lot of work to win. Exactly. Oh, now here's a match that sells itself. Do I even really need to explain this one? Chuck Norris against the great Mr. Rogers. Enough said. But who do you think will win? Norris? Or the man who makes every day in the neighborhood a beautiful day? So yeah, by all means, do support each other. Oh, the other guy is... Feck is going for Mr. Rogers. But yeah, Mr. Rogers, basically, his claim to fame is that he had a television show aimed towards educating children, and the topic would be different each time that his show would start. And his show, for the better part of 30 years, was around since the late 60s all the way to the early 2000s. And Mr. Rogers was perhaps one of the well-known educators. And I mean, you have to really look up Mr. Rogers, or even watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Let me type it in for you. So yeah, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, that's the name of the show that he did. Oh yeah, well yeah, that was an old video that I did. Of course, I was much younger back then. But there you see Chuck Norris holding on to a minor league championship. But that title's not on the line. But there you see Walker, Texas Ranger. Chuck Norris. Of course, anyone who's ever seen Walker, Texas Ranger would know where he got this look from. But you're meeting Dylan Affleck? Affleck, excuse me. Not Affleck, but you know what I mean. Okay, so Ryan and Pinto have seen it. Yeah, I mean, hell, I lived it. That's the difference. Like, when I was growing up, I lived it. Dylan Affleck from WCW? I thought it was Ben Affleck, you know, the actor. Well, there you see Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's a misspelling, really, but otherwise it's the same guy. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The man who says that it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, let's see if it will be a beautiful night for him. In fact, kind of a history lesson as far as the lore of my company is that Mr. Rogers has been wrestling ever since Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was created, really. And there he is showing off the guns. My grandpa's a big fan of Walker, Texas Ranger. All right. David Arquette. Nice hurricanrana onto Mr. Rogers. Also going to see the man who destroyed WCW because he was the champion. Yeah. I mean, not a bad guy, though. Not a real bad guy is David Arquette. It's just It was just stupid booking decisions on the part of WCW. Now look at this. He's going around and around as Mr. Rogers. And down he goes. Is that it? 1, 2. Wow! Just like that, Mr. Rogers got beaten in, what, about a good 40 seconds? Wow, that was absolutely quick. And now, wait a minute! Undertaker attacking both Norris and Mr. Rogers after the match. What the hell, Undertaker? Wow. As if Chuck Norris was not bad enough. Now you want to attack Mr. Rogers too? Wow. Just came out of nowhere. Did Undertaker. That's true, Ryan. Wow, that was so random that Undertaker would come in, attack Norris, and then attack Mr. Rogers as well. For the Undertaker, he's got hell to pay. I know that. Anyway, let's go to our next match. But yeah, that was a really quick match, and then just what happened after that. Well, Taker was already a heel in this universe, but next is Stevie Ray and Retro Rick. We saw Rick in that Rumble match, and he almost won it. But now he takes on Stevie Ray of Harlem Heat. Yes, it's 2K18. Yes. And then after this, we will have our bonus matches. So we have Stevie Ray gets a vote for a win. Well, 19 doesn't come out until a bit next month. Retro Rick roll? No. Yeah, he was around when, Rick Astley did his thing originally, but it wasn't until, many years later that it became the Rick roll. Hang on a second. Be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. Took freaking too long for... But what happened there? Oh, and it looked like Rick won, but sorry for taking so long. I apologize. Anyway. Well, I'm not the retro one, but yeah, the retro one did win. But yeah, I had a phone call from my parents. They had to keep me a lot longer than I thought they would, but what could I do? Anyway, well, now that we took care of that, I didn't see the match, so I can't really judge on what happened, but it looked like Rick did get the best of Stevie Ray. But let's move on to our bonus matches. Now, let's see. Again, I apologize for taking much longer than I thought it would. But anyway, let's see. How about Feck? Is Feck still here? Oh yeah, there's also Chris Clark. And wonder who else is here. But yes, welcome back, Chris. Or even Insane One. I wonder if Insane One is still here. Oh, Brandon is still here. Awesome. Now I forgot what else I had planned. But yeah, Insane One. There is one match I do have with the Insane One, though. I just wanted him to be present here. But I guess while we go with that, let's go with me and Chris Clark, since obviously Clark, or Chris, wants some more of me. Well, that's what he's going to get in a no-holds-barred match. So it's going to be Chris Clark against me to June 22. Spaghetti. Also, let me change the arena here. But yeah, I apologize for taking too long. I really am, but what could I do? Let's see, what's a good arena? Alright, we'll go with this one. Wait, you want me to be on your show? Lucas and Chris? Wow. Well, my user tag is right at the bottom right corner of your screen. But yeah. Okay, good. All right, cool. But yeah, it's at the bottom right corner of your screen. Which is my PSN. Yeah, it's right there. All right, so Chris Clark and yours truly to June 22 for what is the final time. At least on 2K18 it will be, barring any other circumstances in which I would fight Chris Clark. But yeah, where is Feck? And I mean, of course, there's everybody else that they're probably out doing something else, but it's fine. Because I had a lot of other planned matches to do as far as the bonus matches are concerned. It just would be better if the people involved are watching this. That's half the fun of this whole thing, really. But of course, Lucas knows that. But outside of that, though, so yeah, I would have to put Chris's player on the upload, so that way you can download them. And also, great to see John, another person. He is one half of the tag team champions of the world, so great to see you. Taju, you got to kick his ass. Oh, strong words from John, who also had a running feud with Chris Clark. And of course, Chris has wanted to get a rematch with John, as well as Sonic, along with Omar Wolf. John, you're next on my list. Oh, strong words from Chris Clark. And that's what Chris Clark looks like. He's got 2 C's. He's got a CKO t-shirt. Yes, he did beat Chris twice, but we'll see if Chris can make it 3 times the charm and beat John. But first, he has to get past me, though. And there you see it, the Orton pose. If you couldn't tell, he is a big fan of Randy Orton. And if Brandon Cuevas is still here, I might have to give him that match with Feck. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, Lucas Gamer is looking for some new talent on his show. So yeah, Brandon, unless Feck shows up himself, it looks like it's going to be you against Feck in a it's just going to be a straight up fight. Because unless Feck comes in, I had a match planned for him if he was in the chat. But there you see me, Taju22. And I might even have to put John in a match somehow. We'll see. And, oh, there's Insane One. Okay, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Well, you'll have your match for the United States Champion probably after this match. So yeah, you have to go through a lot of new people here. Anyway, let's get on to this match, though. So this is an arena that was given to me by... Oh! Home run on a Chris Clark's head. Oh, almost hit his 2 C's there. Oh, he had to do something? Okay, not a problem. No, I know what you meant. And another home run on Chris Clark's head. And I'm looking for something else, but I can't find anything. Oh, wow! I'm just destroying Chris Clark with that bat. Oh, my gosh! Well, not a problem, Lucas. You don't have to worry too much about it. Oh, my gosh! Chris is getting the worst of that bat. 1, 2, and folks, it goes without saying, do not try any of this stuff in real life at your house, because you will get hurt. Seriously. My God. Ooh, snapmare onto yours truly. Now going to try to wrench my head. Oh my God, now going for a modified crossface. Wait, so Ryan, you want to be on the show? Well, if whether people drop out or room is made, Ryan, I could put you on the list, and you know, as long as you show up regularly, I don't see why you don't get on. So yeah. So there's 2 of Insane One's accounts. But right now, Chris just trying to do whatever he has to do to survive. But yeah, John, what do you think of this whole thing? Now Chris just beating my face in. Oh yeah, I felt it too if I was on there. Yep, Jose, you're also on the list too. So there's a couple of other people on the list as well. So, but yeah, you have to show up regularly, because even if you were on the list previously, if you're not showing up regularly, you will get skipped by. And now what? Brock Lesnar? What the hell is he doing here? What the hell? He's going after me. Although, Brock, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you a retard or something? Oh, and the referee got taken out. Well, you know what? That's fine. I'm just going to take you out, Brock Lesnar. Oh, now wait. Brock took the bat from me. Says he doesn't need it. I don't know. Yeah, what is Brock Lesnar doing there? Other than to give me a suplex. Oh, and a backbreaker, but... And unfortunately for me, it's a no disqualification match, and it looks like Brock Lesnar is going to give me a ride. Oh, and an F5 by Brock Lesnar, and don't tell me Chris is going to beat me with it. 1, 2, ooh, almost had me. That's, oh, you know what? Now I remember. A couple of months ago, or rather a month or 2 ago, Brock Lesnar had tested positive for steroids in a tournament that he had, in which he won. And when he tested positive for it, he was stripped of that tournament victory. And because of it, he blames me for him not being the WWE champion. You know, because I'm his boss. Really. And I was doing the right thing, by the way. 1, 2, no. And Insane One, of course, is going for Chris Clark. But, yeah, I was talking to John the other night, and, you know, it was kind of... CKO on yours truly. 1, 2, no! Almost beat me, but now I'm in bloody mess now. Which is more than made up for the fact that I had hit him in the head multiple times with that bat. But yes, you don't do drugs. Because when you get caught, you definitely lose out more than just on money. I mean, you get suspended. And in some cases, you might even get stripped of something. Well, no, you should care, because... You know, Chris is working for you, or Chris is working with you, I should say. Yeah, because of a drug test that he failed. Yes, and do stay in school, kids. Now it's time to give Chris the toxic toadstool. Yeah, I didn't think you could get out of that one, Chris. So have a nighty night, Chris. And I'm going to have to clean up, but Brock Lesnar, you are a dead man. So if you thought you could get away with it, Brock, your plan almost worked, but it didn't do it. So, Brock, you better watch out, because I'm coming to get you. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that, of course. But Brock is going to do more than just pay fines. Because I'll tell you one thing. Finding him is too easy. Instead, I'm going to be the one that makes him pay physically. And I will be sure he doesn't forget it. I'm telling you. That'll have to wait for another time. I mean, Brock Lesnar almost gave Chris Clark the win. He almost did. Anyway, well, I don't see Feck. So what I'll do is have Brandon go up against Feck, and I'm also going to make this a no-holds-barred match. Oh, you do? Well, in the meantime, let's get Brandon. I don't know if Brandon, are you still here? And Feck. Yep. Oh, don't worry. Your match is after this one. Not to worry, Insane One. Your match is after this one. In fact, you always save the best for last, if not close to it. But yeah, Feck, Brandon Cuevas. Also, let me make sure. We'll go with this guy right here. Well, I still have a couple of other streams to go to, or to do, Lucas, so it's going to be more gradual and not so much, like, as soon as I get the new game, I'm not playing this game anymore. No, it's more gradual, so to speak. Alright, so basically the way this match came about, I may as well start the match right now. But the way this match between Cuevas and King Feck came about was that over other people's streams of WWE 2K18, wherever these two have been at, Brandon and Feck have had a lot of words with one another. And usually I would have to be the one that, gets in between them to avoid them fighting. Anyway. Like when I moved from MK8 to... Yeah, exactly, John. That's about... Let's see. Your character, Adam Cole? I mean, I have Adam Cole, the real guy, and he's going to be in the next game, which I'm so happy about, by the way. Brandon and Feck? I don't know about Feck, though, because, Feck... Well, I don't think Feck gave you his permission, but if Brandon wants to get in on it, I'll be sure to put Brandon for upload. So, yeah. So, yeah, Feck, I'll have to ask. Brandon, he's here, so he could probably answer that for you. I mean, if it's up to me, if it was completely up to me, I say yes, but, I want to make sure Brandon knows about that first. Oh yeah, or better yet, you could just make your own character of on 2K19, and then just do it that way. Yeah, I think it's Omar Wolf or something like that. Or you could just type in Brandon Cuevas or something like that. Or better yet, go with Cuevas in the search bar. Because there's a lot of Brandons, but there's not a lot of Cuevases. So go with that. Adam Cole, baby. So yeah, I get what you meant to say. You want it to be more like Adam Cole. Kind of funny because I've known a good friend of mine named Matthew Cole, but they're not related. So and it was long before Adam Cole was ever a person or a thing. But there you see Brandon Cuevas, and then here you see King Feck. I mean, why he calls himself a king, I'll never understand. But what can I say? And hello, Lane Crooks, another good person, another good guy that I've seen from time to time. Old school fan. Okay, Chris, I'll be sure to do that. So, Chris Clark, I'll add. Or who knows? Actually, I think I have Chris Clark already uploaded. So, again, the search bar for my creations is exactly to June 22. TJ Black Panther, are you serious? No, he's not so much a Black Panther Party person. He just thinks himself as a king, I guess. I don't know. Or is that someone else completely? I don't know. Match underway, though. Now, like I said, these two have talked a lot of trash in other people's streams, and now it's time for one of these two men to back it up. As Feck is getting a head full of turnbuckle. And, you know, Brandon is pretty agile for a big man. Oh, there's Feck. I was wondering where you were. Well, now you're going to be taking on Brandon Cuevas, and the time is now to find out who can back up what. And so far, Brandon is off to a great head start here, and he's got a steel chair now. Oh, and he got part of his back, then his stomach, and then DDT on the chair. Pulls like Cuevas. Well, thank you, Lane. Oh, and then he just punches him off the apron. Of course, you have to win in the ring in order to win, but there are no countouts and no disqualifications, so these guys can do whatever they want. Whoa, what a move by a huge man. And now he's got that same baseball bat that I was using, and he hits a home run on Feck's head. Then one right to the back, and then one right to the leg. I'll tell you one thing. Oh, and a punch right to the nether regions. Yeah, sometimes you never know who to pick. All right, back in the ring they go. Picks up Feck. Oh, that super kick. And for a moment, Brandon was doing the two-step. 1, 2, no. Gonna have to do more than that to beat Feck. But yeah, originally I was gonna have Feck take on Daniel Bryan, the WWE champion, but I was waiting for him and he took a little too long, and so I have to save that for next time. 1, 2, 3, and Cuevas just put the nail in the coffin onto King Feck. And Feck, I guess he must have been expecting to go up against Daniel Bryan, that he didn't think he was going to have a match with Brandon Cuevas. And Brandon just destroyed him there. Just gave him the GTS and put him out and put him to sleep. And that was fast. I was not expecting a fast match. I thought it was going to be a war. But that's what makes him a matchup problem, Lane, is that he can fly. Now, of course, as you know, if he misses, obviously he doesn't get it, but you know what I mean. And he put Feck into his own deep slumber. So all that trash talking, he backed it up, did Cuevas, and for Feck, it's back to the drawing board for him. But up next is a United States Championship match, and it will feature our very own Insane One as he takes on the now current champion, another one of our favorites who hasn't showed up yet, Blade Charge. So Insane One is up next. And to make this interesting, to make sure that nothing happens, it's going to take place inside Hell in a Cell. And let me pick the best one here. Oh, you're going to team up with West as well as Cuevas? Oh. Wow. Let's see. Let's pick a good arena here. All right, we use this one. Let's find a good one here. You know, let's use Hell in a Cell, the thing. And all right, we'll use this guy. All right, let's get the first the challenger, the insane one. We'll go with this one, and the champion. Oh, not Brian Blair. Excuse me, Blade Charge. All right. Well, tonight we have Blade Charge against... Oh, and I forgot to give Lucius West the 24/7 championship. I'll have to fix that later. All right. There it is. For the United States champion, Blade Charge going up against the insane one. And, of course, we have a #1 contender match as well. To determine the next challenger, because we still have a lot of challengers to go through for that United States Championship. And John, I don't know if you're still here, but I still haven't done that match with not the insane one, with Sonic, because I had a match with him, but I didn't want to do it without him witnessing it. But anyway. Oh, and also, hello, Greg Harris. I'm sorry I didn't see you until just now. Yeah, but Blade has had that outfit for a long time. Like, long before you were ever a thing on the show. As we are live in Boston, Massachusetts for this one. And it's for the United States Championship. Let's get on to our contestants. Coming out in this Seth freaking Rollins outfit. All the flames come out. And there you see the insane one. Former United States champion. Has been, in his mind, he has been long overdue for a championship match. And he's ready to burn it down. I mean, how fitting. It is Hell in a Cell. And he may as well just burn the whole damn thing down if he wanted. So yeah, Lucas, I do have Chris Clark ready for upload if you want him. But there you see Insane One. Of course, Insane One, the only other place that I've seen Insane One fight is on the... Let me just type the name of the... Oh, sorry. He's also on the Ashley Jenkins channel, is Insane One. So yeah, this one is not the only place you'll find him. It's Raw today, Chris, but at the start of the stream, I can download you and Brandon. I'll have to make sure I put Brandon there. But up next is the United States champion. He had beaten the previous champion, Lucius West, to become the new champion. And we'll see if he can defend the title. So also, he weighs 235 pounds, and he comes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, does Blade Charge. Yeah, but you went up against a very tough opponent, so it wouldn't have surprised me, though. Why would you want to jump off the cell, Ryan? Are you trying to get killed? I wouldn't. Well, introducing first, from New York, or I forget where he's residing, actually. He weighs 230 pounds. And he's got very good solid muscle. The Insane One. His opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at 235, or actually no, 240, sorry. He is the United States champion. Blade Charge. Ryan, you're crazy, but not like me. And there you see, Insane One realizes what is up for grabs. Wow, Jose is a sick mother. Oh, you're from Florida. See, I would not have known that. Match underway, though. Nice back kick, and then... Whoa, what a rollover facebuster. And one, wow. And a clothesline sending Insane One outside the ring. Now, unfortunately, they cannot win outside the ring. I really wish you had a falls count anywhere in a Hell in a Cell match like you could in some of the older games. Thank you for saying that. Well, if that's a compliment to you, then I'll just leave it at that. Now Insane One realizing that any sudden mistake, Blade will take advantage of that. Double arm gutbuster onto Blade Charge. Then a kick to the back. And a twisting facebuster or slam, I guess. I don't know what the name of that move is officially, but a curtain call a la Gold Dust. Now picks up Blade Charge. But Blade Charge escapes and goes for the chop block. Now exiting the ring is Blade Charge, wondering, what do I need to do to beat him? Goes right back in. Went for the brogue kick, but he missed, though. With Kamikaze, are you serious? Oh, clotheslined on the top rope. And making sure that Blade does not do a submission move on him. Now goes up to the top rope. Oh, went for the red arrow, but he missed. And Northern Light suplex onto the Insane One. Of course, Blade wants to prove that he is not a one-shot champion. Just punching the lights out of Blade Charge. Okay, cool. I might stop in for a little bit, Lucas. But yeah, I might stop in and say hello and stay for a little bit. But I mean, I also have other things to take care of too later in the day. But I otherwise appreciate you coming in. And now wait, the insane stop, and that could do it. Is this it? 1, 2, no. But I'll stop by and see how it's going. But again, I hope one day I get to hear your awesome voice. And red arrow, and he hits it this time. Goes off the ropes. Goes for an elbow drop. Not sure why you would do that. But blade charge rolling out of the ring. Now it becomes a game of cat and mouse now. And now it's Blade that gets clotheslined on the top rope. Is that enough? 1. Not, but yeah, I'll be sure to check you out at some point. So yeah. Yeah, I figured Lucas didn't have a mic. I just hope he one day gets one, you know? And wait a minute. Pile driver onto Insane One. Goes for the kick, and now wait, what's... What? The Insane One, or excuse me, the Insane Stop on the Insane One. What? 1, 2. Oh, almost beat him with his own move. Well, I hope you do get a bit better mic at some point, dude. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to hear you. But otherwise, you have a great show nonetheless. So that's why I recommend watching, you know, people watching the show. And then, Blade, what are you doing? Just move up and get him. Wow, well, Blade is... I guess Blade must have been knocked silly from the insane stop that he did. All right, now he gets him. Goes to the top of the ropes. Now, wait, what's he doing? Oh, goes for an arm breaker. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know that it costs money. That's the thing, I know. And now, double underhook gutbuster onto... And also, welcome back, John. Just in time for a championship match with the champion, Blade Charge, and the Insane One, who is in black and red. Oh, nice dropkick, though. Gets a kick, and the Insane Stomp by the Insane One. That's another one. 1, 2, and Insane One has done it! It took 2 Insane Stomps to beat Blade Charge, so Blade Charge, he did everything he could to hold on to the title. I mean, he proved to be very resilient. There you see one of the 2 Insane Stomps. And wait, I forgot which one is this one. Oh, no, that was the first one that he did. And then Blade Charge did an Insane Stomp to the Insane One, and he almost beat him with it. When it was all said and done, the winner, and once again, the United States champion, Insane One. So Insane One has done it. Well, unfortunately, the replay didn't feature that part, but it's kind of stupid, by the way. But then again, it is this game, so what do I expect? But nonetheless, the new champion is once again Insane One. But of course, now he has a lot of challengers that want that title. I think so. It should. I mean, with some of the new stars that Lucas is trying to get now. Well, oh, wait a minute. John, Chris, I think I have an idea. I got one. Now, because I asked Omar Wolf if he echoed the same sentiment that Chris Clark echoed, and that was Chris wanted a match with you, John, and Sonic. So, and when I talked to Omar Wolf, he agreed with the sentiment and wanted to go for the championships against the champions, John and Sonic. So, John, it looks like Chris and Omar Wolf want their championships back. So, John, are you ready? I mean, I know Chris is ready. How about you, John? You know, that's a person that I haven't seen in a while. I mean, yeah, he had one match and he was able to witness it, which I'm happy for, but you know, it's been long enough. I might have to replace him with someone else. And I think I have just the person to do it. But for now, but yeah, but yeah, I wonder if John is still here, but well, John or no John, I'm gonna do it. So here we go. Now to find a good match for this. I mean, we could do a normal match, we could do a cage match, but I thought one match you haven't had was a ladder match. Or actually, let's make it TLC. Why not? Let's do that. So, first, Chris Clark going to be in his second match. And he is teaming up with Omar Wolf. This gentleman right here from across the pond in London, or actually England, excuse me. And he is taking on the tag team champions, Sonic and John. MBN John, to be precise. Let's pick a good arena for this one. We'll go with this one. Why not? Okay, everything going good. Awesome. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I can't wait for triple threat tag team matches. I thought that was so long overdue. It's not even funny. Oh, also, let me put the championships on the line. For Chris and Omar Wolf, this is their one chance, and if they don't get this, then whoever is up next after them will get their shot. All right. Yeah, but we've seen Chris Clark, you know, beat guys that have higher ratings than him. But nonetheless, though, Chris Clark, Omar Wolf, against the McGrumps in a rematch for that championship. And for Chris and Omar, this is their one chance to get their championships back, because if they lose, whoever is up next in the rankings to challenge for the titles will be the next in line to fight the McGrumps. Of course, a victory would give them the championships, and for the McGrumps, they would already be the #1 contenders. So who do you guys think will win? Chris and the Wolf, or the McGrumps, John and Sonic? I have one more match after this. I will say that. Well, there you see Chris Clark. And we already saw his entrance, so we'll skip his. And his tag team partner from a small town in from a small town in England. He comes out he comes out to a bloody full moon. Got a little bit of gas, sorry about that. He is the Lone Wolf, the Alpha Wolf, Omar Wolf. And he's also 1/4 of the Q4 Stable Champions. Excuse me. Now, the Q4 Stable Championships are a 4-man team championship, which, of course, which is pretty much something that I thought of, but the inspiration was from Maverick Championship Wrestling's Stable Wars Championship and Blaze McCoy's G6 Championship, so that was pretty much the inspiration for that particular championship. But that title is not on the line. But what is on the line are the Tag Team Championships of the world. So we saw Chris before, and now we see his tag team partner, Omar Wolf. He's got that mohawk. And he's definitely got a mean streak. Oh, what is it, John? Let me guess. You and Sonic are going to beat the crap out of Chris and the Wolf. Is that it? What? You're going to Texas Roadhouse! Oh, crap! Well, before you do, you have a match, and you're teaming up with Sonic. And speaking of Sonic, there he is right there. Yes, Texas Roadhouse is awesome. And get out of the way, Chris. But there you see 1/2 of the champions. Of course, they don't have their championship belts because their belts are hanging above the ring. So yes, John, Chris, as well as Omar, have wanted to invoke their rematch for the championships that you won, that you beat them for. But now you're the champions, and now you're defending them. And speaking of John, there he is right there in his awesome suit, looking a lot like, what is it? I forgot what his name was. I know it's, Clark Kent. That's what it is. Sorry. Also love Red Lobster. Yes, Red Lobster, unbelievable. But yeah, the butter, the brown sugar butter, oh my god, it is to die for, man. But there you see John. And I still have to fix that entrance. That is so... Look at that. At Texas Roadhouse, I mean. Oh, you have to go? Alright, well, not a problem, Lucas. We'll take care, and hopefully I'll see you later on the show when you're doing yours. So, not a problem. But that's what it's for, the World Tag Team Championship. There you see the challengers and the former champions, and then you see the current champions. Match underway. John and Chris going at each other. Omar Wolf and Sonic, who have had a personal rivalry with one another. Nice counter onto Omar Wolf. A clothesline that sends John outside the ring. We still have one match after this one, but that will be the last match. Unless, of course, people start, unless, of course, anyone else who has a character shows up. But anyway. And right now, Chris and John are going to fight on the outside, inside the ring. Sonic and Omar Wolf. And, well, that was a huge miss by Sonic. Oh, just got stopped in Sonic. And then, oh, and a knee right to the head of John. Who's Chris Dasher? I've never heard of Chris Dasher before. That, you know, because I know who Ashley is, but who's Chris Dasher? I've never heard of him. I'll have to say hello to him sometime. Oh, but now John has that table and uses it as a weapon and hits Chris in the head with it. And meanwhile, in the ring, Sonic gets hit right off the apron. And now Omar Wolf, what's he going to do with that? Now he sets up a table, but this is not a tables match, but you can use it to hurt people. Throws Sonic across the way, and now John overturns Chris and is now beating him up. But really the object of the match is to grab a ladder, climb it, and retrieve the tag team championships. The first team to do that, or whoever does it from their team, will win it for him and his teammate, and will be the champions. And it looks like John is on 14 shows. Awesome. And uses the ladder as a weapon onto Chris Clark, which is perfectly legal in this match. So yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Chris? Or not Chris, excuse me. Sonic Crafter King. You are defending the tag team championships that... Oh, and he hit... Wait a minute! Sonic, what the hell did you just do? You just hit John by accident. I hope it was an accident. Oh, and a super backbreaker onto Sonic. And Chris is going to set up the table on the corner. And, oh, and a spear right through the table, breaking the table and John in half. Jacob, you ducking dumbass. Oh, no. And now Chris is going to climb up the ladder. It's the game's fault. Yeah, it's true. But now Chris Clark now climbing the, or he's at the top of the ladder. But Sonic gonna now try to stop Chris Clark. And in fact, John is gonna climb up and stop him. Oh, and down goes Chris, but he also landed on Sonic as well. And now John has his hands on the belt. And now Omar is going to be the one that tries to stop him. And he takes down the ladder. Oh, and a suplex right up against the ladder onto Omar Wolf, but John is hanging on here. Oh, and he falls down and he hits his back on the ladder. And, I mean, John is a young man, but... but John can't take too many of those to his back and expect to win. And now Chris takes over the ladder. Except now, well, Sonic had it, but then he lost it. Oh, goes right for the legs of Omar Wolf. You take out his legs, he can't climb up the ladder. That kick to the Wolf was well deserved. Oh, wow, what a punch by John, though. But now John has his hands on the ladder. And it looks like he's going to climb it. Has his hands on the belt. But then he saw Chris come from up the ladder. And, oh, Chris went for the CKO, but John countered it. But John also still has possession of the belt. And Omar Wolf going right after Sonic, but he doesn't realize that John has his hands on the belt. And he gets it! John has retained the championship. And for Chris Clark and Omar Wolf, unless they win a #1 contender match, they will not get their chance at that championship again. But give all four men a lot of credit. John manages to hold on to the title for him and Sonic. I mean, Omar was too busy hurting Sonic. You know what? The two words that Chris Clark just said practically sum it all up. But that doesn't mean that Chris can't go for a United States title. Speaking of which, I should look at the rankings, though. But nonetheless, though, John and Sonic have won. Of course, Sonic still has that match with the Big Show, but I'll have to save it for another time. Well, Chris, you can always team with someone else in the in Asylum. But that'll have to be for next time, Sonic. But now, the only other match that we have, and I'm going to do something really quickly. I'm going to check on the rankings for the United States title. Because, I don't know if Brandon Cuevas is still here. But he, JT Price, and then who else? Lucius West and one other person are going to have a match to determine who gets to be the next in line for the United States title. So let's see. Oh, right here. Alright, so there's Lucius West, that's one. Chuck Norris? Wow, Chuck Norris is the next in line outside of JT Price and Brandon Cuevas and West. Chuck Norris? Well, you know what? Why not? Why not? Alright, so we'll have that number one contender match for the United States title. And that will be our de facto main event, unless, of course, other people start coming in. And we'll have it this one. We'll do it. But yeah, congratulations otherwise to Sonic and John. So you've defended your titles, and I don't know who you're going to fight at WrestleMania, assuming you're still the champions by then, but you definitely earned your spot. Okay, so we have Brandon Cuevas, Chuck Norris. Also, I'll put that championship on. Okay, right there. And who else? JT Price from the Asylum. And the ex-champion who was beaten by Blade Charge. Blade Charge had beaten the previous champion, Lucius, and now he has fallen into this category, into the number one contenders pool. So one of these four men will be the next challenger. Also, let me pick a different arena for this one. Let's go to... You know what? In honor of our good friend Sonic Crafter King, we'll go to his arena. He'll get to host a show. And all right, we'll have that guy officiate the match. And in addition to the number one contendership, there's also another prize at stake, and that is, if I can find it, oh, I forgot. He's not the champion. Shit, forgot. Never mind. I forgot to take off the title of Chuck Norris in Universe Mode. My bad. So yeah, you and Fries, in terms of the contendership, would be in line after this. Exactly. Although Fries did have his match last time I did a show, but he lost. So that's how that came to be. So yeah, you and Fries would be up after that. Or whoever is willing to go up in there. Alright, well let's go to the match. and start it up. So good luck to Brandon, as well as JT Price, and as well as Lucius West, Vex tag team partner and in his blood, so to speak, and Chuck Norris. But yeah, it's crazy to think how, again, John and Sonic are just coming up big, especially as we get closer to WrestleMania season. I'll tell you more about it as we get closer. But for these four men, for them, it's a chance at a lifetime. I mean, we saw Insane One win a match like this, as well as Blade Charge before him, and cash in on being the United States champion. And there you see it. Sonic is holding this in Glendale, Arizona. I couldn't even talk. But up first, there you see him, Brandon Cuevas. We saw him earlier beat King Feck in relatively quick fashion. I wasn't expecting a very quick match out of that. And there you see him, Brandon Cuevas. We'll skip his entrance since we've seen him already. And his opponent, one of his opponents, is Walker, Texas Ranger. And of course we already saw him, so we'll skip the rest of his entrance as well. And up next is 1/4 of the Q4 champions. We saw Omar Wolf, one of the other fourths. Well, here's another one. In JT Price. The second I get on the roster, those belts are mine. Wow, I'm surprised, P. Ryan. You have a lot of confidence in yourself, but you know what? I admire that pretty much. And last but not least, an ex United States champion, Lucius West, and of course he would love nothing more than to get that shot at the United States title. I mean, the McGrumps, they have the tag team championships. The Asylum, which is Insane One's group, which Chris is also a part of. They have the United States champion. The only major championship that is eluding either the Asylum and the McGrumps is the WWE championship, which is held by Daniel Bryan. In fact, everybody would love to get their hands on that title. And for Sonic Crafter King, his next big match, and I'll announce it to him when I get a chance to, it's going to be him defending the Internet Championship, since that's the only other title he has, against the Big Show. If Big Show wins, he becomes the Internet Champion. But for Sonic, if he wins, whoa, Sonic would be in line for a big match for himself if he is successful against the Big Show in a ladder match. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Match underway, though, inside the ring, and this match is falls count anywhere, no disqualifications, no countouts. The last man remaining is the winner. Oh, and a powerbomb right to Brandon Cuevas, and his head bounced off the steps and inside the ring. Lucius West getting manhandled by Chuck Norris. I mean, no shame in getting manhandled by Chuck Norris. I mean, come on, he's Chuck Norris, damn it. Falcon Arrow onto West. On the outside, Price and Cuevas fighting each other. Oh, knee right to the head of JT Price. And now, okay, look all right, look at Norris. Look at Norris. Look. Oh, the kick right to the dupa. Just kicked his ass, literally, did Chuck Norris. I mean, just talk about the ultimate humiliation, although that was a big miss by Norris. I mean, when you're in the ring against Chuck Norris, you have to hope that he makes a mistake. Many mistakes if you want to win. Oh, and a chair shot right to the back, and then again, right to Brandon Cuevas. But Brandon fighting back against JT Price. And, ooh, nice head scissor takedown onto Chuck Norris. Suplex onto Brandon Cuevas. Oh, nice super drop kick onto West. I mean, oh, nice counter onto Norris. Then that super kick onto JT Price. Pinfall on the outside. 1, 2. Nope, kick out by Price. Oh, nice kick to the abdomen onto JT Price on the inside. Nice arm wringer onto Lucius West. Pinfall on Lucius 1. Nope. Ooh, missed a drop kick, but did Norris. Then a DDT onto Norris. And Lucius celebrating, but he better stay on Norris if he wants to win. And a zigzag a la Dolph Ziggler. A facebuster turned into a chancery onto Chuck Norris. Is Norris going to get out of this one? No, he doesn't. Chuck Norris just tapped out to Lucius West. And Norris is eliminated. Well, that'll definitely bring up Fries as well as John as far as the rankings are concerned. Now a pinfall onto Price. 1, 2, no. But if anyone was the favorite, it had to be Norris. But Norris is gone. And now, wait, set up in a powerbomb and delivers it with a pinfall. 1, 2, no. Chucky. A Boston Crab onto JT Price. Price somehow manages to escape. But now it's West and Cuevas going to fight each other now. Oh, rammed neck first into the top turnbuckle, and down he goes. Oh, and a huge power slam and a pinfall. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. And the Price slam. But instead of going for a cover, he just decides to pose. Like, come on, man. You have a chance to win, and you're going to do that. Oh, but a takedown onto Brandon Cuevas. Oh, and a rake in the eyes to Cuevas. Now going for a couple of elbows to the back, and then... Really? You're going to do push-ups on Brandon Cuevas? Really? And, of course, Lucius just standing there wondering what is going on here. A Hurricane Rana onto Brandon, and out goes Brandon onto the outside to safety. And wait, what's Price getting? He's getting a bat. Oh, and he hits a home run on Lucius West's head. Oh, but Lucius not finished yet. But then a super kick from out of nowhere by Brandon. And now wait, what's Brandon doing? And now he's going to spin him around. What the hell? I have a bad feeling here. Wait, what's wrong, Joshua? Pinfall on Lucius. 1, 2. And out goes Lucius. He's gone. And then, wow, Price just bitch slapped Brandon Cuevas. Pinfall with a, or excuse me, powerbomb with a pinfall. 1, 2. Nope. Now converted into a Boston Crab. Is Brandon getting out of this one? Brandon, nope. Gets out of it, but he might have hurt himself doing so. And Price just posing. Clothesline. Another one. And then a body splash. Ducks a clothesline and delivers one of his own, and wow, what agility on the part of a big man. I mean, he's a pretty big man himself. And the bottom line and a pinfall. 1, 2. And then a neck breaker onto Price. I mean, Brandon is so close. He's been so close before in his attempts to regain the United States title, as has JT Price, but this is the chance for one of these two men to make it big. Ooh, nice clothesline from off the top. And now, wait a minute. Price tag. Price tag. I don't know how many friends you've had made, actually. 1, 2. No. I thought that was it. Then an elbow drop. Okay. Oh, nice counter by Brandon. Belly to belly. And wow, what agility from the big man. And a pile driver. And is that it? 1, 2, 3, and it was. And Brandon Cuevas now is the #1 contender. I mean, there you see some of the highlights of this match. And there you saw Price and Cuevas go at each other throughout this whole match. But when it was all said and done, Cuevas stood tall. Lucas is live. Okay, cool. So next time we do 2K18, we will have our show focused on the present. So you're going to see a lot of the guys from the chat. But yes, there is one person I'm going to need to replace as far as the roster is concerned. But as you see, Brandon had a big match against Feck, and he finally gets his chance to get that championship back. And the guy that he has to fight is the same guy that he originally won the championship at one's expense, and that was the Insane One. Not in a one-on-one match, but in a Royal Rumble. But this time, Insane One is the champion, and this time he's going to have to beat him straight up to do it. But that'll have to wait for another time. So, well, that was a very fun show, to say the least. I had a lot of fun with all of you here. And from all of us here on this channel, this is your host, Taju22, signing off saying goodbye. Stay safe, take care of each other, and always be yourself. Until next time, whenever that is. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Okay? Bye-bye.